Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the recovery addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
All right. We'll cut the intro a little bit short. So that was fun. So somebody gets to learn a little bit about fair use. Commentary, analysis, added value, all these things. What just happened there was, if you guys noticed earlier in the stream, there was one of the channels that is airing the live stream jumped in chat and said, "Don't use our content. We're creators too." And then I made a comment saying I'm going to continue doing fair use of different material, and they hit me with the copyright strike, even though I was not using their content. So that was fun. So I've got a copyright strike I get to deal with on the YouTube side, and all that. But it shut it down for a minute. It does kill the stream right away. Kill the stream. There's a process I have to go through. To handle that on my end. But yes, the sunshine. What was it? Sunshine. Somebody broadcasting used to hit a strike. So let's see. Can you stay for a few minutes? I can be here. We're right here. We're all right. That's okay. Will you get to clear your name with a erroneous copyright strike? The way it works, if I did nothing, it falls off after 90 days. If I get 3 in 90 days, my channel is done forever. Period. But that's the way YouTube works. They're just mad about the live mic from yesterday. I think that was their guy. Let's see. It's sure to kill it right away. YouTube's quick that way. They are quick, and they give the benefit to the person who requested it.
Let no dead horse go unbeaten.
I saw the screenshot. We've got that. That's all right. No, not going to air the pressers. Pressure are actually much harder to use under fair use than court cases. But the court cases we do use under fair use, providing additional content.
Sending love from Texas, smiling face with sunglasses.
It's all good. Yeah. No, we're good. My chat's not showing up like that. Oh, thank you, Patty Girl. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Not guilty on all charges. That's what we found. Just incredible outpouring of emotion. Heather, that's what they hit me for was the verdict. So yes, there has been a verdict. We did watch the verdict together, and it was not guilty on all charges. The video, unfortunately, my video, YouTube has been taken down because they requested that. Did we see a request saying not to use their content? I was not using their content when the strike came through. I did see their request. I was not using their content. But it came through anyway. Baby Bear says, I tried to give 20 memberships just as that happened. Yeah, sorry about that. Appreciate that. Let's see. About the verdict itself, I think that's what's amazing. What we would have been talking about had it not been rudely interrupted. Wow, I was not expecting after that long of a delay to get a unanimous not guilty across the board, across the 10 negligence charges and the one perjury charge. So I was not expecting that. It was absolutely unbelievable. I will tell you that's what I thought was right all along. We've said that it seems wrong to charge this man for what he did or didn't do. Here, he did not cause this. The person who did cause it has already been charged and has been sentenced and will never see the light of day without seeing it through chain link fence or bars again. It's done. But then to charge another person with this just seems too much. I think Sunbeam TV may be the parent company of WN. I don't know who was that. WSVN. But crazy. Need to start a copyright GoFundMe. No. It's good. I realize there's a lot of this is one of the things I have to deal with as a creator, dealing with fair use. The law over fair use is I guess Mrs. Ari says squishy. It is not as clearly defined.
In case your stream got demonetized, here's my good faith contribution. Thanks for providing this stream for us. There's no other channel like this one. Red heart, smiling pile of poo.
Love the smiling pile of poo on the end. Cash App. Thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. Here's what I'll say. As far as YouTube's concerned, there are rules about copyright that have to be adhered to. You have there's music that I cannot play that is very difficult to
Justice.
use.
Thank God unhedged my bets and got half back on not guilty.
You hedged your bets. Good job. Not a huge loss there for you, Ivan. Thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat from you as well. The not guilty. You could see the tension in the air was palpable. When, as this was coming in, both Scott and Mark were just on edge. We've sitting there, almost 20 hours of deliberation over 3-4 days, waiting for a verdict to come back. And they say the longer it goes, the worse it is for the defendant typically. And here we were, approaching the weekend, and it was, it finally came back not guilty. Annie L, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Does this mean he gets his pension? Tammy, probably yes. I think he still gets his pension right now. Our understanding is he still draws his pension. Had he been convicted of the felonies, he would have lost his pension. So his pension continues. He'll probably move out of state, back up to North Carolina, is my guess. Wonder what the issue was in the jury room. I hope they talk, Rudy. I really hope they give us an eagle eye view into what happened, or at least one of them. I know if number 3 was in there, we'd be hearing from her already. Not guilty on all charges. Mark is going off on Sheriff Israel now. I can imagine. He never lost his pension. What happened? Somebody claimed a copyright strike on my video feed, and YouTube took it down as a precaution. Stream was knocked before the verdict. Before the verdict, I thought it happened right after all the verdicts. So if you were watching and you were behind on the live stream, not current, you might have missed some of it. But right after the verdict came in, and honestly, this is right. The verdict comes in. That's when I get all the claims on my
You've earned this
video. But Nanageek, thanks for the call as well. Thank you for the super chat. Good to hear from you on the phone. My face is blurry. Is that better? A little bit better. How could they sue him if they found him not guilty of anything? Rudy, this is a great question. Criminal court and civil court are two separate things, and you don't have to have a criminal conviction to be liable in civil court. As a matter of fact, you could be found not
Do a
guilty.
little dance, make a little love, get down tonight.
Who was this? That was, I don't know who it was. Where is it? Ivan. Little music there. I can hear the music in my head. You don't have to be convicted of a crime in order to be found civilly liable for something. The threshold for being found guilty in a civil court is much lower than in a criminal court. You remember that sign that Mark Eyeglass brought out right at the end during his closing, where he said, here's the different levels of proof and the thresholds you have to reach. The very highest one, that's to convict somebody and say they're guilty in a criminal court. Beyond reasonable doubt. It's much lower in civil. So you have the same sort of thing happen in a civil trial. You have the same evidence presented, and you might be found civilly liable where you could not be found criminally liable. So he does. The civil is just money. You can't get someone thrown in prison with that, but they could sue him and bankrupt him, basically, if they wanted to. And thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate that so much. Let's see. Preponderance of evidence in civil is 51%, much lower threshold than beyond reasonable doubt. Rebecca.
Glad you're quick on the draw.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. I was going to do everything because there's YouTube immediately when the notice comes in, it like puts up all.
Moving on up to the east side. Moving on up.
Ivan, appreciate you as always. They'd be fools to sue from civilly after this landslide of evidence in his favor. Yeah, I do think a civil suit would be difficult to win, but obviously much easier than winning this trial, which we thought shouldn't even have been brought. Webby Girl says, hooray for the hive mind. You got what you all wanted. It's what we felt was right. Webby, I realize we don't always agree on things, but I appreciate you coming in and sharing the other viewpoint and helping us see it from a different light as well. Thank you very much, Webby Girl. I don't think civil suits are even possible, even if he was found guilty. The civil suits already happened in 2018. He was dismissed from them. It was with prejudice, then no do-over. I thought for some reason that something was different about that. I'd have to go back and look. If that's the case, if they're dismissed with prejudice, they cannot be brought again. Yes, Lilith, it doesn't change anything other than the video's down. There will be no ad revenue from that. And I have a strike on my account that I need to resolve with YouTube. That's all. I missed this trial. Do you agree with the verdict, Recovery Addict? I do, AJ. I do agree with this one. Very surprised that it came down that way, but I do agree. Let's see. Trial was ridiculous, says Nini. When they said not guilty, I yelled yes. You saw Scott Peterson just collapse in tears during that. The stress he's been under has been insane. He should take a nice vacation. He's retired. He retired from law enforcement.
Edsel just sent a super sticker with 19.99.
Edsel Dog, thank you very much. I appreciate the super sticker. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being here. It wouldn't be the same without you. I appreciate you as well. No, don't mess with Sunbeam. Honestly, Debbie, don't worry about that. This is something that I can resolve through YouTube, and it's not huge that way. Does Brandy know what to do if this happens to her live feeds? She should. If not, we can talk to each other. We've talked about things back and forth regarding this. You know, the area in which we operate has a risk of this if people interpret what we do differently, and that's basically what's happened. So we present our argument to we present our argument to YouTube and say, this is what we're doing, this is an example, and we lay it all out, and it should be resolved pretty quickly. Okay. Yeah, this is not the time to try to call somebody and cause trouble for them. They are creators as well. They mentioned in my stream, I think if that was them, they're creators as well, and it's all right. Ivan says, I can only imagine the troubles me and Ricky will have. They're out there. They're out there for everybody. 18 hours to come to this conclusion, Mr. Upper Torso. I believe in juries always. I will say that Florida juries have me doubting sometimes. Sometimes it's a little bit sketchy. What happened? Not guilty on all counts. 11 counts, not guilty. I cannot replay the presser, Tommy. That I need to resolve the copyright strike that came down first. Let's see, your channel is nothing more than a live reaction video. If YouTube dings you, then you should ding all the reaction vid creators. It's a little different because of a couple different factors, and there are several different issues that are at play with fair use. But it is, in a way, a reaction video, but it also provides I change the content, first of all, both audibly and visibly. I add additional content. You add additional content that comes from the community that's then shared with everybody. And we do that throughout. So let's see. We watch trials for a living. I think he can handle a trial of his own, says Avery. Ultimately, if the other party feels that they definitely are right, the only way to actually settle a dispute, a copyright dispute using fair use, is through court. That's the only way to do that. But that's also an option. Okay. No, I think it's the fact that the talking heads popped up on a screen when we had multiple screens, different sources pulled up. They didn't like that. But Ari can't live stream his own trial. We'll have to have somebody do that. Can we live stream you in court? That's the judge's decision, unfortunately. But I would say yes. Is the verdict live stream still available for replay or no? Not on my channel because of the strike, but possibly on some of the other bigger channels you can watch that. So did the whole day's video get disappeared? No, just the afternoon. Like all the police stuff we did this morning, it did not. All right. That being said, we're at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 10 minutes shy of 4 o'clock. Can you please give a little recap on Scott Israel? I did not get to hear the press conference because of things that happened on my end. Didn't hear the verdict. Now Mark doing press for history win. I'm mad. RA says Kathy. I'm sorry, Kathy. I'm sorry. Let's see. If Recovery Addict has to go to court, can someone go there with live view and get it for us? Yes, I'll let you borrow my live view to live stream that if that happened. Long Crime probably does have the feed. Obviously, some of the news channels that are covering it have the feed as well. The parent said, "Who said this is over?" That's like hinting at civil suits. All right, this has been it's exhausting. I feel a little bit of the exhaustion that maybe Scott Peterson feels to a tiny degree. Now that the verdict's finally come in, that it's not guilty, the verdict's in, we're done. There's a sense of relief and exhaustion all at the same time. So I think we're going to wrap it up today. I've got some YouTube paperwork to take care of. We've got an emotional crash for sure. It is historic. This is the first of its kind of this sort of trial. It does sort of set a precedence. But it's all good. Thank you all very much for your support of the channel. I could not do this without you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Ashley, I got a copyright strike during my last live stream that I have to resolve with YouTube. So I'll take care of that. Good. All right. The verdict was in. Yes, Princess Luki, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's all not guilties. Thank you, everybody. My new car is here, says Caper. It finally arrived. Stealing it would have been cheaper. I'm just saying. Not I recommend that, but it would have been cheaper. That's why we lost the video. It just cut out right then. Generally, Verdict Watch is where I receive my most hassle on fair use because of the attention that Verdict Watch brings. Because we had a few thousand people in there, and it comes up high on the list. Anyway. It will get me resolved. I'll work on it. I know what to do. I have confidence in what we are doing and how we do it, and where that falls. So, and also have friends. I have friends in law too that can help. So, thank you all. I will say tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We will do it. Wonderful. Thanks for saying it's been a great day. Minus about 5 minutes, but it's been a great day. Other than that, thank you all. Appreciate you. This is the best place on YouTube to watch true crime and get constant analysis and commentary and added value under the fair use doctrine, which is what we do. Anyway, so thank you very much. We will see you. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.